16 Things Not to Feed Your Dog. No matter how fervently your dog begs and cries, there are some human foods you should simply never give. Naturally, you also need to watch out that no potentially harmful foods are left out where your dog could consume them. Discover what not to feed dogs and why as you read on. Unhealthy dog food. What human foods are off limits to dogs? You may already be aware that you shouldn't give your dog chocolate, but did you also know that avocados can be harmful to dogs? Good human food is frequently not good pet food. Check out this list of 16 things that dogs shouldn't eat. 1. Chocolate. Although melting chocolate makes people happy, it can be really bad for your dog. It contains theobromine and caffeine, two stimulants that can cause seizures in dogs and even cause death. They can also cause your dog's heart to race and their blood pressure to soar. Because it includes more of these ingredients, darker chocolate poses a greater risk to your dog. So semi-sweet nibs and baker's chocolate are a no-no. Less chocolate can have an impact on smaller breeds than it can on larger animals. In this Dogs and Chocolate infographic, you can discover how much is too much. 2. Gum and candy. There may be a few chuckles while picturing a dog chewing on a piece of gum, but the situation is not amusing. Because it is unusual and chewy, a dog might not know what to do with it and may swallow it, which could lead to choking or digestive obstructions. The same problems can arise from candy, especially if it's really chewy, like caramel or taffy. Additionally, hard candies can break your dog's teeth. Additionally, if the gum or candy is sweetened with xylitol, it could seriously harm your dog. Given how hazardous xylitol is, it has its own place on the list. 3. Xylitol. In many different items, including gum, candies, desserts, yogurt, and peanut butter, xylitol is utilized as a substitute for sugar. Dogs who consume xylitol may have hypoglycemia, seizures, and liver failure. So before providing anything to your dog that may contain xylitol, carefully check the ingredients list. 4. Grapes. Dogs are extremely toxic to grapes, which can cause serious consequences like abrupt kidney failure. Keep those bowls of fruit salad and grapes out of your dog's reach because even one of them can give him a severe response. Contact your veterinarian or animal poison control right away if you happen to notice a straggly, empty grapevine on the floor next to your dog when you get home. More on that at the end of this list. 5. Raisins. You are aware of what raisins are? Of course, those are dried out and shriveled grapes. They therefore cause your dog just as much harm as their spherical, juicy friends. Raisins are also challenging since they can be concealed in treats like cookies and other foods that your dog might attempt to eat. 6. Macadamia nuts. Originally from Madagascar, Australia, these nuts were long ago imported to Hawaii and California. They are now widely available at neighborhood grocery stores, and they are occasionally baked into cookies. It is unknown what exactly about these nuts makes dogs respond negatively, but symptoms can include vomiting, overheating, tremors, and a very upset stomach. 7. Avocado. Persin, a compound found in these fruits, yes, they are fruits, is toxic to dogs. The skin and leaves of avocados contain a higher concentration of persin, which might vary in concentration depending on the variety. In any case, on game day, it's best to be safe than sorry and prevent your dog from sticking its snout in the guacamole bowl. 8. Onions. A dangerous component found in onions can destroy your dog's red blood cells, preventing them from transporting oxygen throughout the body. This can be fatal and is as risky as it sounds. You might be wondering what kind of dog would eat an onion, but they have been known to devour dropped slices, breaded onion rings, and sweeter tasting pearl onions. Keep onion powder safely hidden in the spice cabinet because it might be harmful to dogs. 9. Garlic. Garlic, like onions, can harm a dog's red blood cells. You could be thinking what dog would want to eat garlic as well, similar to onions. However, dogs don't always avoid items with a strong flavor. They may consume any dropped garlic cloves while you were cooking or enter a container of minced garlic that was left open on the counter. Make sure to keep garlic powder safely because it might also be problematic. 10. Salt. Your dog may experience health problems if they consume too much salt, whether it comes straight from the shaker or is added to popcorn, pretzels, potato chips, or other treats. It can result in salt intoxication or sodium ions, which can harm the kidneys. Vomiting and diarrhea are symptoms, as well as excessive thirst and urination. 11. Tea leaves. While enjoying a cup of tea might be one of the most calming activities in the day, you should definitely refrain from having your dog join you. Tea leaves contain caffeine, which can be very problematic for dogs, as I explained when we were talking about chocolate. Despite the fact that your dog may appear uninterested in tea bags, you should keep cartons of them safely, and you should avoid leaving used tea mugs lying around where your dog could sip from them. 12. Raw yeast dough. Make sure to let the dough rise someplace private and away from prying eyes if you're baking bread or other things containing raw yeast, like handmade soft pretzels. The dough's yeast may rise inside your dog's stomach, resulting in uncomfortable gas and bloating. Dogs who are bloated may have stomach twisting, which may result in a medical emergency. Since alcohol is produced by yeast during the fermentation process, there is also a chance of getting drunk. 13. Spoiled foods. Your garbage may contain a variety of dangerous items, such as spoiled or moldy meals, that could cause your dog's stomach problems or even worse. Mycotoxins, which are found in some molds, can seriously tremble your muscles. Put spoiled or outdated food in a location that your dog can't get, such as a tightly closed outdoor trash can. 14. Fatty foods. When you give your dog fatty meals like hot dogs, bacon, ribs, or fried chicken, their stomachs may become upset and they may vomit and have diarrhea. Pancreatitis, an inflammation of the pancreas, can also result from it. Some breeds, like Yorkshire Terriers and miniature Schnauzers, may be more susceptible to pancreatitis. Contact your veterinarian if you see your dog stooped over from abdominal pain. 15. Coffee. Coffee's caffeine concentration makes it dangerous to dogs, just as tea and chocolate. This applies to coffee that has been brewed, ground, or whole. Be careful with how you dispose of used coffee grounds because the same is true. 16. Alcohol. Dogs can become inebriated from alcoholic beverages or meals, just like people can. Dogs, especially those of smaller breeds, may experience an enhanced version of this phenomenon. Alcohol can harm your dog's neurological system and could cause them to pass away or go into a coma. Simply said, there is never a good reason to give alcohol to your dog. Additionally, when attending gatherings where alcohol may be left out, keep an eye on your dog. Thank you guys for watching this video.